My name is Mugore Jendu, and I'm the president of the Architectural Association of Kenya. Firstly, I wish to express our thanks for inviting us to this conversation from the lens of women in architecture. We will be speaking during this session about various women in architecture, and we'll be profiling some phenomenal personalities from the Architectural Association of Kenya. 85% are male members, 15% of the association members are female. However, as an association, we are very progressive. I mentioned I'm the president of the Architectural Association of Kenya, and I was elected running against a man, and the association chose me off my platform. And I'm not just the female president of the association, I'm the second female president of the association. So as an association, we are very progressive, though our numbers in terms of representation do need to improve. To date, there are challenges for women in architecture in Kenya. While we are well represented in leadership, as mentioned in the association, only 15% of our members are women. However, when we look at the statistics in universities, we're having a ratio very close of 50 to 50% male and women. So we are losing our graduates between graduating from college to actual practice. And that is one of the things as an association we are trying to address. One of the ways we're trying to address this is in representation. Speaking to you today as the president of the Architectural Association of Kenya, representation is there in our leadership. Our governing council is about 40% women, so we do have women in leadership in architecture. Another way we're trying to address this is in mentorship. As an association, we have a mentorship platform. The women that you'll be hearing from in this session are all mentors in different, both in academia as well as practice. I myself have had the privilege of mentoring 4 to 5 students or women in architecture in various levels, whether students or graduate or early practice. And I do this mentorship program every 1 to 2 years, and I find it deeply fulfilling, both for myself, but also for the young women that I mentor. With those few remarks, I'm very excited for you to be hearing from these amazing ladies through their lens.
My name is Brenda Nyawara. I'm a graduate architect. One of the greatest influences in my career has been the privilege of seeing other women in architecture excel in practice and in leadership. Just seeing a woman as president of the Architectural Association has a major trickle-down effect on the rest of us. I've had the privilege to be mentored by these women, and seeing how they manage and tackle the obstacles that have been presented to them has helped us gain the confidence in this industry. You see, in school, we are at par with our male counterparts, we are just as smart, but the disparity comes out when we go out to practice to an industry that is highly male-dominated, and a society that is so patriarchal to a point where when we walk into the room as a female architect, it's all surprise, yeah? But seeing other women excel has given us that confidence to say that, yes, I'm good enough, and yes, we are architects.
My name is Dr. Susan Kibui. I'm an architect, and I'm among the first architects in this country, in Kenya. I undertook my studies at the University of Nairobi in the 80s, and during the time when I was there, we were probably about 4 or 5 African ladies from Kenya. So it was quite a challenge because even in all the classes, there were very few women, and in some classes there were no women at all. And in my class, we were a class of 32, and we were only 2 ladies. And I got to learn later that out of the group that was admitted, there were another 3 ladies who were admitted, but they shied away from doing architecture at the University of Nairobi.
My name is Florence Nyole. I'm an architect and chairperson of the Architects Chapter at the Architectural Association of Kenya. And I'm the second lady to be leading the chapter in the entire history of the association. I'm privileged and honored to share my experience as an architect and a lady in this profession. I went to school at the University of Nairobi, and during my 6 years of school, I did not get an opportunity to be taught by a lady architect. So it placed a challenge for myself and my colleagues to set out there and try and make sure that we, one, increase the number of students who are studying architecture, and also ensure that we increase the number of our faculty at the University of Nairobi, which we have done so far. And at the University of Nairobi, now we can say we're about 8 members of staff who are ladies, both tutorial fellows and lecturers. And I dare say about 3 who are already doctors at this point. So I believe we've achieved quite a few things there.
Hi, my name is Emma Milo. I'm an architect practicing in Nairobi, Kenya. I run a practice called Design Self with my partner and husband, and was also the first female president of the Architectural Association of Kenya. As a female architect, it's not always been easy in terms of just even going to a site and just being the only female on that site or woman on that site. As a young architect, of course, that had an impression on me, and I've seen that it takes both men and women to ensure that there's inclusivity. And just big shout out to all the men who held a woman's hand and ensured that it was their role to be a he for she, to ensure that women were also part of the table. And that's a big part of the conversation. It's not only about women, it's about men and women ensuring an inclusive agenda.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Mweni Kasanga. I am an architect based here in Nairobi, but working in the region East Africa. I have run an architectural firm for the last 20 years. I can say that I'm the first lady architect to run a professional architectural firm in this country. And speaking of female architects, it's been quite a journey, very tough, in a male-dominated field during our time, even through schooling where we were very few female, and into the industry looking for work, and hustling was very tough as a woman in a field that many have always related to men. But out of goodwill and a few supportive clients, the firm is still on its feet and strong and going strong, and assimilating more young architects, mostly women, and empowering them to continue in the field.
Susan, Sylvia, Emma, Florence, and Brenda have spoken to you in this session. They've done a remarkable job of giving you insights into the challenges that women in architecture face in Kenya. We still have a way to go in terms of equality and equity, but we're working on it one day at a time. As heard from the ladies who have spoken today, we have made significant progress, and we shall be relentless in ensuring that there is equity in terms of numbers and representation for women in architecture.